had it done since the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line.
Okay, give some credit to the team covering the kick, but boy, what was he thinking? Stay in the end zone, take the knee, and help out your offense. Instead, you put your team in a really precarious position.
Here we go. Six. 21. Here we go. I got this.
Jimmy going to look to throw it on the first play. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And this will leave him a... Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just a yard to go here on second down. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Niners at 3-5, 2 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start.
And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. To throw, it's Lance. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Wait.
Lance looking to throw it. Gets this one to Juszczyk. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Lance again. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Yellow. Green.
From the 44, Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Here we go, set.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance, he'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Red, cycle. Hey, move.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The Charger drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Play action. It's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He gets this out to Spiller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Being chased out left. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Justin Hopkins, the kickoff for the Chargers.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Justin Hopkins, the kickoff for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Okay, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Yellow, blue. Field, black. Ready?
Lance now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Let's go now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And Lance now to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Nick Bosa Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
What a way to start the 2nd half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Once more, here's Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Lance going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yellow, go.
Here's Lance. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught by Williams. He'll get it inside the 20, and they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now on 2nd and 13, Herbert. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Samson Abuka. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A give running right is Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, blue. White. 6, mega. Ready.
Now Lance. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Drill 3. Black, red. White, blue. Yellow, blue.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Ready?
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town at 2nd and a country mile.
Blue, go.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Ready, set.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and forever.
Black ultra. Blue, black. Yellow, go. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Eckler, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Now it's Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. They're going to pass here with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to air one out. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Chargers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
So cold, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro, Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. I just broke into his place. His chin in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold. Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can take tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I make the pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Play action. It's Jackson. Anthony Barr. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Elliott fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Dak Prescott with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. From the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
They run once more with Edwards. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Jackson. Man open is Robinson. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 68 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep your defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah.